do to change the direction which this president has taken us, because I think he has taken us down a road that is not good for the United States.
Right, and you would hope that it wouldn't come to a situation where the Israelis felt compelled to attack the nuclear facilities in Iran, but it may, and if that's the case, once you unleash that genie, who knows where it's going to land? And I can tell you the effects will be felt here. We're going to see oil prices spike like we've never seen them before. And this could happen at the beginning of the end of this year, beginning of next year. It could be right around the corner, because this situation is getting very, very serious.
I just wanted to ask, you hear a lot of comments about refinery, even if that we found more oil, that we don't have the capabilities to refine what we need. What is being done about that, if anything?
Well, I think we have the refinery capacity to deal with what we're producing domestically today. But if we were to launch into a concerted plan of further exploration and further extraction of crude oil, I don't think we do have the capacity. Because here again, the ability to site and to build one of these refineries is immense. And particularly when you've got to come with an EPA, they're not cost effective. When they put all these regulations in front of you, it's easier for the oil companies to refine this stuff overseas and bring it back than it is to do it domestically, because we've put these burdens in our path. But we'll never become free of foreign energy sources if we don't take our own energy future into our own hands.
So can't it be corrected?
Yes, of course it is. Absolutely it can. It can be corrected, no question about it. But it can't be corrected, it won't be corrected by this group in Washington today. The problem will get worse. Regulations will get further. That's why I'm suggesting, and this is across the board, we've got to turn this battleship around and fast, because right now we're headed towards the precipice. And so yes, it can be corrected, but it's going to take a lot of us to do it. It's going to take a majority of people who want to restore just some basic common sense to the way we conduct our affairs in this country.
Common sense.
Yeah.
There'd be a lot of jobs in that if we would do it.
Well, there would be a lot of jobs. Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, we have to protect our environment, and no one is suggesting that we shouldn't, but even when you take, the Anwar, which some of you may recall, was the area up in the Alaskan range, where there's a huge amount of oil, and of course that's been made off limits to us. It's about the size of a postage stamp on a football field, if you put it in comparison, but we've walled it off because, we don't want to upset the caribou. Well, we can figure out a way to get those caribou just fine, and even the Alaskans are interested in seeing that, but not the environmentalists in Washington. Yes,
So
sir.
all these problems that we obviously see, what do you see as your major priorities when you get elected?
My major priorities are to cut the size of the federal government by reducing spending. Number 2 is to reduce taxes, and number 3 is to reduce the regulation that comes in to deny us the opportunity to just...
Even if we get a Republican majority, you're still not going to have the White House. I see a deadlock. Maybe it stopped the bleeding a little bit, but nothing's going to be corrected.
Well, I think you're right about that. In your term, deadlock and stopping the bleeding may be the best we can hope for in some respects, and that's the honest truth. But I do see us using, again, the power of the appropriations process to impact policy by not funding this extreme agenda of the left and of the left. If they don't have the money, they can't do it. And so that's where I see a contribution that I can make. Having been there for 10 years, having served as a senior staff member on the Appropriations Committee under Congressman Nolenberg, I was there in the 90s after Republicans took control the last time, where we went into the room, we rolled up our sleeves, and we got into the business of rescission. So we don't hear much of this these days, but rescission means cutting authorized spending. These budgets have already been passed, and we said, wait a minute, it's too much. We went back in, and we reduced, at that time, $50 billion. It was a huge accomplishment. But today, $50 billion seems like a drop in the bucket, 15 years later. So we've got to put on our glasses and get down to business and do what's necessary. That's where the real work is going to be done. It's other things, too. I'll give you an example of something that I think is an egregious wasteful spending. The military, and I support the military. I'm a hawk, but as I say, I'm a cheap hawk, okay? You can't give them everything just because that's what they want. you have to, as a policymaker, with civilian control, scrutinize every request. Well, there's something called the F-35 fighter plane. It's the next generation of military aircraft. And because of some very powerful interests in Congress, after the program was awarded, the contracts awarded to build this one, the engine was awarded to Pratt Whitney. Well, General Electric didn't like it. This is a big project. So General Electric's backers in Washington said, well, wait a second, we need an alternative engine program so that we can keep those guys at Pratt Whitney honest. So we'll build another engine while you're building the engine that's going to go on the aircraft. So now we have something called this alternative engine project that's cost us upwards of $4 billion for an engine that will never be used. And with due respect to Secretary of Defense Gates, they said they don't want that engine. I agree with them. I mean, we can't afford that. Now, if we can't hold these people responsible, Pratt Whitney, to build an engine on time and on budget, spending $4 billion to build another one is the wrong approach to get it done. I couldn't do it in my business. I don't know how the heck the federal government can get away with it. So it's things like that that I want to do, is to get in and cut. Well, I want to thank you. We're just after 11. I appreciate you all being here. I'll be around for a little bit. I particularly want to thank Anna for being here, being part of this today. This is a really important election. Who we nominate is critical, and who we elect is paramount in November. And so we're going to push forward every day through this primary. My beautiful wife has given me the permission to stay on the campaign trail. She's at home with the baby, and we're very blessed in that regard. So I just want to thank you for being here. Would you have another question?
I say, folks, just don't vote, just don't listen, volunteer. The man needs help. I've worked on these campaigns. We need boots on the ground with signs, banging on doors, whatever.
That's it.
Sign up to help.
Brian in the back are two wonderful members of my team, and we've been out getting up signs, making calls, as you know, knocking on doors, dropping literature. It's very, very important to we get that out. Yeah.
What should I tell my